everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Freedom Formula podcast series where we talk about different topics every week. And today the topic is skepticism, doubts and fears. Did you know that we get 60,000 thoughts a day, out of which 60 to 70% of them are negative thoughts? So today let's discuss about skepticism, and Nandini, do you want to pick up on that?
So skepticism, doubts and fears actually are huge challenges for us to find out about anything new. Yeah, sure, you can ask a few questions, but after that at least try it out and see if it's something that would be good for you. Very often skepticism stops us from really doing something pretty wonderful. Also, with the negative thoughts, we stay in the past. There's a article written by Alan Watts where he says that the journey of life goes forward like it's in a boat, and there's a wake right at the back of the boat. So do you want to live in the wake all the time, or do you want to go forward with the boat? So that is really going beyond your negativity. But Vimal, you had something interesting to say about skepticism.
Is that really a bad thing? Skepticism, right?
No.
Right? It's not right?
No, it's not a bad thing, because an intelligent person wants to find out.
Yeah.
Like Kavya, you know how many questions I asked before
Yeah.
starting this very business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our business is actually a very good example that we can give when we talk about skepticism, right? Like a lot of people check out about our business, but many people, they don't take the next step because they have a lot of questions. They are skeptic about the business, right? Especially because it's online. A lot of people, like even when most of you, I think, if you take my example, I didn't have that much of skepticism in the beginning when I came across this business opportunity, and when I watched the workshop and other things. I just wanted to take the next step. But I know Vimal had a lot of questions, or he was a bit skeptic. I know your story, Vimal. Do you want to say that?
Yeah. So, when I went and registered in my mentor's website and started looking at what they had to offer, so then I got this vibe that something seems a little off, and right. So then for quite a long time I was just thinking, but then after maybe a week of sleeping over it every day, right, then I came to the conclusion that unless you try it out, I will never know.
Yeah.
So why not just try it out?
Yeah.
So the person that I spoke to said that there's a 30-day risk-free trial period. So why not use it, right?
Yeah.
So that's when So I just went ahead and tried it out. So that's when things started moving.
Yeah, I think taking that small risk, right? So that takes you forward. I think there is skepticism for sure, and we are not saying that you have to go ahead and take the step even if you have questions. Even if you have a lot of questions, it's not like that. You have to do your due diligence. Like you can ask around, right? You can check with people who are already doing this business and see. You can ask multiple people.
Yes.
Right, and get to know if this is a real business. And after, like Nandini said, you ask 4 to 5 people, you get a good response from them, and you go ahead. Don't keep asking people forever. That's the thing about skepticism.
Skepticism does have its use, of course. Only an intelligent person would be skeptic.
Yeah.
So I, in fact, like to have somebody who asks me intelligent questions, and then I answer them, and then they can do their due diligence. At least give it a try, but don't just name it stuff,
Correct.
Don't let your own doubts and personal fears get in the way of your success.
Correct. So it's just about taking small steps to know more about it. Like when you come across an opportunity, and if you want to know more about it, or if you feel that it is interesting, but you still have doubts, you have to go ahead, explore more about it, look for people who are already doing it maybe, and ask questions to them and get your questions answered. And in our business, for example, if somebody comes and asks us what this business is all about, they would have watched a free workshop and they don't know what is the next step maybe, or what's going to be in future, like what is the next step after they pay $149 and everything. So you just have to ask us, right? So you would have seen a post or an ad or video about our business. You just have to ask the same person that you watched the video from, and you can ask them all your questions. And in our business, the next step would be to pay the $149 and explore more about the business. So when we are saying when we are telling you that there is a 30 days refund, Again, a lot of people have doubt of like if that 30 days refund is actually real or not, right?
They get a receipt.
Yeah,
You
so-
get a receipt from the company, not from any of us.
Correct. So that's again, see, when you're buying something from Amazon, for example, right? If they say that there is a 15 days refund, then you go ahead sometimes. And a lot of people, so if you're buying something from Amazon, for example, and you see both negative and positive reviews about it.
Yes.
But if you really want that, you'll feel that, okay, let me try it myself and see if the comments are real or not, right?
Yes.
Because you have that 15 days refund policy anyway, or 30 days refund policy. So you believe in that and you buy things, and then if you really didn't like it, you can actually return it, right?
Yeah.
So
Right.
this is the same. You can see a lot of things online. What I say is we have thousands of people who have changed their lives from our business. Right, by checking in and trying out our business. So you can either look at thousands of people who have changed their lives, or a few people who might have not put in the effort and not done things, right?
Yes.
So it's up to you. You have to come in, explore yourself, put in your 100%, and then we can surely tell you that this is a very genuine business. You'll not be losing any money. Without knowing anything about the business, you'll not be starting the business either. So you just have to come in, explore, and try it out yourself and see if it's for you or not.
Absolutely. I tell you what happens with skepticism. Skepticism, the doubts and fears all clump together and then become like a negative habit. It starts as an attitude, it may start as a question, then it becomes an attitude, then it becomes a habit, and then it actually becomes a character trait. So that is what I'm saying, don't get into.
Yeah.
Skepticism is okay, a little bit of doubt is okay, fear is also understood. Just don't let that become a character trait.
Yeah.
And then that stops you from doing most things.
That's right.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Like salt in a dish.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right.
Salt is just a little sprinkling.
That's right.
It's
If
not
it
the
becomes
main
too
dish.
much, yeah.
Yeah, it's not the teriyaki chicken. It's just a little bit of salt.
Yeah.
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 But in our business, I think $149 is actually a good thing, right?
Yeah.
You know why? Because I want that barrier to be there, right? Because only a person who has the mindset to overcome that barrier, I want to work with only that person,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with you because we give you a free webinar which is taught by experts. What are you going to commit from your side?
Yes. Yeah. So if you want everything for free, I don't think this is for you,
Yeah,
right?
that's exactly
So
right.
you have to take that step. You have to show some commitment from your side that you're also interested, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
We can't spend our time giving all the information for you unless we know that you're really committed or you're really interested about the
You
opportunity.
said something very important. Also interested.
Hmm.
A negative character trait doesn't ever allow you to be also interested.
Hmm.
Because it's already negated the situation before you've even gone one step further.
Yeah.
So also interested. If you're also interested, pay the $149. And as you said, it's good. It's a good barrier to have.
That's right.
And I've also seen people who maybe it's because of their situation that they have been through before, like you said, right? Or like you said, they would have started with skepticism, but it has become a habit now.
Yeah.
That they see some opportunity and they just think that it is not good for them or not good at all, right? So I think that's one thing that people should avoid. Like if you are skeptic, that is good, but it should not turn into a habit of
Yeah.
thinking of everything as negative.
Yes.
Right? So have both sides. You can be skeptic, don't believe everything that you see, but try to ask questions, try to explore more about it and get into the next side.
Yes.
Right? So at least if you explore things and if you think that it's really not good, then you have a decision or you have a positive decision. You have to decide. You have to decide maybe based on what you have explored, not just assuming things. is what I-
Yeah, we explore things
Yeah.
because of that little we want to learn different things. Even in that, there's intelligence and a little bit of skepticism. Is it really what meets the eye? Is
Yeah.
it something else? So that part of it is good. That part that drives you forward.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah.
So we can end the session by saying that you can be skeptic, but don't make it a habit, or don't assume things before exploring more about that opportunity or whatever you've seen. So don't have negative thoughts all the time. You can be skeptic, but try to explore more and get into a decision after you have explored, not by assuming things, maybe. Yeah.
Perfect.
So yeah, thank you everyone. So we'll catch up again next week with another new topic with our Freedom Formula series. Thank you. Bye-bye.